everyone. So it's been a while since I've sat down to film properly. I've kind of done bits and bobs of filming here and there over the past couple of weeks and just gotten out of the hang of it a little bit because I haven't had time. But I've decided to kind of really dedicate enough time to make sure I've got good videos going up on a regular basis for you. So apologies if you feel like my videos have been a bit sparse lately. But this video is going to be a kind of weight diet update type of video because I've been meaning to do this for a while, but I just wasn't feeling like it was the right thing to do yet, and I was a bit unsure about what I wanted to do. The other thing that I wanted to mention as well is that where I'm filming today is probably going to be my kind of permanent filming location. What happened was where I used to film, I put a chest of drawers there, and then I forgot that that would mean that I wouldn't have the space to film, so I was trying to figure out something, and I want to kind of have all my equipment, like the big lighting box and that kind of thing, all in one place, so I don't have to keep carting it around the house. And I've got a lot of stairs in my house, and I don't want to have to keep taking the light upstairs and things like that. So I think this is going to be my permanent filming location, so let me know if you think this is okay and how you feel about the lighting and all that type of thing. But as you'll know by the title of this video, I have been wanting to talk to you about this for a while now, and I have gained a little bit of weight. And what happened was, it's just that kind of winter weight. I feel like everyone always gains a little bit of weight during the winter months, and I totally took my eye off the ball. I wasn't watching what I was eating at all. I just wasn't really feeling it. I didn't really care. I was eating out a lot, and I have gained a little bit of weight. The thing is that I kind of felt okay up till the past few weeks, because it was just gradual, small amounts of weight, and I knew I could get it off very quickly. But now it's gotten to that point where it's just on the cusp of being a little bit too much, a little bit too heavy than I'm comfortable being, and my weight does fluctuate. So like I said, I can gain a little bit of weight and I can be okay about it, but when it's getting to the point where it is now, I don't like it, because I feel like my face really suffers, and my face just becomes really round. I get a little bit of a kind of double chin, and I've got a very round face anyway, and I just feel like I get no cheekbone definition. This part of me, which is usually quite defined, gets a bit puffy, and my arms don't look good, and you just feel generally heavier. Your stomach feels heavier, and my stomach's something that really affects me. I hate it when my stomach kind of looks bigger than it usually does, because usually it's kind of my I console myself with the fact that I've got a fairly flat stomach if I'm being kind of down on myself. But I, like I said, gained a little bit of weight, nothing fancy, just because I wasn't kind of watching what I was eating, and I was being really lenient with it, and I stopped working out completely, and that is really bad, because I was in the kind of mood of working out all the time and doing it daily, and I was doing the shred, and my body looked really good. And I will try and insert a picture now. If I don't insert it now, then I'll insert it at the end of the video, because editing wise sometimes that can be a bit confusing. Of kind of in the last summer when I was working out and everything, how much slimmer I was, and you'll see that there is quite a noticeable difference. And I want to be able to kind of wear the usual kind of dresses and things that I would wear, and just not feel self-conscious, because at the moment I do feel really self-conscious, and I know that I'm just kind of above my usual weight, and I don't need to be. There's no kind of reason for me to be this way. I just need to get my acts into gear and eat well and start working out again. So that's what I'm going to do. But I just wanted to kind of come on here and talk to you a little bit about it, because I think it's something that we all struggle with, especially this time of year. Everyone wants to get into shape for summer and everything, and I'm going on holiday in September, and I'd really like to just look the best I can and be the slimmest I can and the most toned. So I'm just going to talk you through kind of what I've been doing to achieve this. And I need to have a drink of water first of all before I tell you this. I've been I worked out this morning, so I did almost 40 minutes on my exercise bike, and I think it's important to just ease your way into it a little bit, and don't kind of go, right, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that and blah 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 blah, and all these like important big goals you're going to achieve, and then you end up achieving none and you feel bad, and that just makes it worse. Don't do that. Just kind of set small goals, which is what I've been doing. And I have like I said, I went on the exercise bike. I am going to start doing the 30-day shred soon. I would ideally like to have lost this extra weight by the time I go to IMATS, which is on the 28th of June, I think. So if any of you are going to IMATS or whatever, please come over and say hello. But I'd like to lose the weight till then and just get back to my normal weight and kind of feel more comfortable, because I do feel like I am bigger now. I know I am. You know, my clothes still fit and everything, and people won't say anything to you, but you know when you're just a little bit pudgier than you need to be. So like I said, I've been just working out on the exercise bike a little bit, easing my way into it, and I will get started on the 30-day shred again, because that is really, really, really effective. And in terms of diet, like I said, I kind of just let loose completely. I was eating whatever and just being really, really silly with my eating, just kind of not monitoring my calories at all, which is what I need to do. So what I'm going to start doing is just trying to kind of cook a little bit more and eat healthier meals. I got out of whack completely, and then when you do start eating healthy, everything doesn't taste that great and things taste a bit bland and everything, and you need to just kind of really get back into the swing of things, and you need to start feeling it again. So I need to work on that, because things just kind of taste like, oh. But then when I'm eating like a frozen pizza or something, which I was doing a lot because I was just busy and I couldn't be bothered to cook anything, and I just wasn't feeling in the mood for it, that isn't that delicious as well. So I want to just get back into kind of being clever about what I'm eating and taking it a little bit more seriously, because I was just kind of letting loose totally, and I don't like how I look when I'm a little bit heavier. I just feel like it just ruins it. And I know a lot of people can kind of say, but you still look really slim and everything, but it boils down ultimately to how you feel about you. And if you're not kind of happy with how you feel, then it's going to show, and you're not going to kind of feel your best, and that's what everybody wants. And like I said, I'm going on holiday and I want to wear a bikini and feel like I look good in a bikini and not feel like a kind of beached whale. But I also wanted to talk to you about these teas I've got here. I got sent these teas called Boo Tea, and they're a 14-day detox. This is the bedtime one, and I think I've got a daytime one as well, but I'm going to try the evening one first, I think, and just have one before bed. A lot of people kind of will probably be anti this and say it's got laxative ingredients and blah blah blah, but I have tried a couple of these things before, and I did find that they made me a lot less bloated, and they were fine. If you're not kind of doing it constantly, then I think it's okay. And yeah, I will try these, so I'll let you know how I get on with these. Yeah, I think that's quite interesting. But I, like I said, have just been feeling really sort of increasingly depressed about it, because in the winter you just wear chunky knits and you can cover up and no one knows and it's fine. But as soon as summer comes, and it's been really warm here lately, you start to kind of feel like you want to dress nicely and you want to wear dresses and you want to have your skin out and that kind of thing, and I just don't feel comfortable enough to do that at the moment. And the kind of paranoia in your head starts thinking like, you know, people are going to look at me and they're going to know that I've gained weight. I'm always really, really paranoid about that, and I'm sort of paranoid about people pointing that out. And I have gained something like 4 or 5 kilos, which is quite a lot for me, and especially considering the fact that I'm only 5'2", so that's really not great. But I will get back on track, and I will kind of post updates for you if you want to see that. But if you want me to do kind of what I've eaten videos or something like that maybe, then let me know and I can do that. For example, today I had some cereal this morning, all bran with milk, what I always have. Nothing kind of keeps me full like that does. And then for lunch I'm gonna just make some scrambled eggs, and I've got some really lovely kind of seeded wholemeal toast. I know a lot of people say like ditch the carbs completely, but when you don't eat meat, it is so difficult to not have carbs. Like, it's verging on impossible. I know a lot of people will say, well, vegans do it and that kind of thing, but it's very, very difficult for me, and it doesn't fill me up, and I end up just kind of craving naughty foods, which is not something that I want to be doing, obviously. So carbs are something that I do need, and I've tried the kind of no carbs thing. It doesn't work for me. I need carbs in my diet. It might take me a little bit longer, but I need to do it. I just don't feel right if I don't have carbs. And yeah, so some like eggs, and then for dinner I'm just going to kind of roast some vegetables. I've got loads of peppers and tomatoes and courgettes and onions and that kind of thing. Just roast them all up in the oven with some seasoning, and then put a little bit of like low fat mozzarella cheese on it, and just have that for dinner. So it's quite a light dinner, not too much before bed. Have that, start making some quinoa again, and start taking things to work that are not just sandwiches. That's quite an interesting concept, because I always end up just taking sandwiches to work, and then I for some reason just feel like it doesn't fill me up. So I want to try and like make some sort of like the thing I make with bulgur wheat and courgettes and balsamic vinegar and onions. That's delicious. Taking that to work is probably a really good idea, so I'm going to try and get into the habit of doing that. Put it in a little Tupperware thing and have that at work, which, like I said, I'm going to definitely try and do. The other thing is I've kind of been having Diet Coke quite a lot lately, and a couple of days ago I had a really long day and I had something like a can and a kind of small bottle of Diet Coke, and I couldn't sleep, and it really doesn't agree with me. But there are some days where I just really crave that, and I don't know how you're supposed to beat the Diet Coke craving. It's really strange. I don't mind having it every now and then if I just go out for dinner, but I used to not drink any fizzy drinks at all, point blank, nothing. And now I have got a bit of a Diet Coke thing, and I think it's really not great. So I'd really like to not be doing that. So if you've got any tips about that type of thing, let me know. And if you are on a kind of journey for getting toned for summer and everything, then let me know as well. I'm not beating myself up about it too much. Like I said, I am a little bit kind of about it because I just feel like I don't look my best, but I will kind of get there. I've got time. Summer is fast approaching, even though in England sometimes it has a little relapses and reverts back to winter again. But I think it'll be nice weather from kind of this point onwards, and just getting back into the routine of being really good with what I'm eating and being healthy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Like I said, if you've got any requests about this type of thing, or you want to see what I'm eating, then let me know. Maybe I'll try and kind of post on Instagram what I've been eating. That might be helpful. So let me know about that, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.